ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits. Subscribe. Yeah. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Transformers review on a Transformers Classics long haul, and that is a big lie once again. This is actually the TFC Heavy Labor. This is a third-party company that's making the Constructicons set, if you didn't already know. I already did a review of Scavenger right here, aka X-Graver. So, you know, right off the bat, got two Constructicons right here, and I also want to give a big thanks to the lovely, the beautiful, the very sexy Charlita1 for getting me these for my birthday. Thank you so much, amor. I love you. But these things are one really weird thing about this is that he came with an extra X-Graver shovel. I thought that was so strange. I was like, wait, what the hell? Is it different? And I opened it up, and it's exactly the same. Apparently, there's a problem with the original one where it broke down here. So, you know, the people at TFC are very thoughtful, and they give you a second one in case you broke, you know, your other X-Graver shovel. But this dump truck is very cool. Not my absolute favorite version of Long Haul in his alt mode, but pretty damn cool nonetheless. He doesn't have a dumping function, which I miss. This is the Revenge of the Fallen Long Haul right here, which is actually my favorite, you know, alt mode for Long Haul, and it does have the dumping function, which I think is really, really cool. Here's the G1 version right there, and it also kind of has, you know, dump, even though you lose the wheels, but, you know, so there's the different long hauls all side by side. I like how they have these number details right here on the side, and like the X-Graver or the Scavenger, the plastic is very, very high in quality. I think that's very cool. You can see all the little sparklies in the plastic. I think that's very, very sweet. I really like how this grill came out. Black headlights, it's a little strange. The wheels are cool. He doesn't have, you know, the double wheels over here at the end like the G1 did, or like the Revenge of the Fallen one does, but, you know, not a big deal, and it rolls fine and everything. This surface is a little weak, but, you know, he rolls okay. Very cool figure. I like it. Very compact. You know, there's not a whole lot of room over here, but that's, you know, just because of the arms and everything. And he comes with these two guns, which I'm not a big fan of this red one, but still very cool. And they kind of guide you and tell you that you're supposed to put them right here for smokestacks, which, you know, which I would do if this was purple. I'd probably tilt it all the way back like that, maybe. But I just don't dig this red right here. It's bothersome to me. And apparently you're supposed to take the gun from X-Graver, and eventually we'll have a big cannon for Devastator. The only reason I can see how these would work is like replacing one of the purple pieces for a red piece, so it looks like it's charging. So if you can imagine this surrounded by all purple pieces, maybe having one red piece in it would look like, I don't know, it's about to fire or something. That's the only reasoning I could think of, but, you know, it's a little bit more basic gun compared to X-Graver's. X-Graver's has a lot more detail in it, but, you know, not complaining or anything. Still very cool gun, you know. It's a gun. So, oh, one more comparison. I wanted to show this next to Generations Wheeljack, just give you a better idea size. So that's why I keep calling it a Classics figure. So let's get him into his robot mode. Alright, so first thing you want to do is pop this section down. Got the legs right there. And then fold these out. And his feet pop out right over here. I just cut my nails recently. It's never a good idea to do that right before you do a review. Then slide this whole lower section down. So very thick joints like that. And split the arms apart right here. And these tabs are difficult, you know, getting him into his alt mode. It's a little difficult. You know, you have to be very delicate with these tabs, or very careful with them anyway. Pull that down. Flip this over here. Pull this up. His head just pops right out if you're lucky. Goes. Oops. Okay, and there's his head right there. Just take this piece on each arm, fold that back right there, take this piece, fold that back right there, and then flip this around, and then you get his arm. And do the same thing with the other side. Oh, you're not supposed to turn the waist all the way around. That's my bad. Oop. Okay, and then flap this down, and that is it. That's his transformation. Very, very simple. You know, but not stupid or anything. Pretty damn cool robot mode. It's supposed to be folded down right here, actually. Very solid. Here he is compared to Excraver right here. He is a little on the shorter side, but, you know, that's fine. He doesn't need to be the biggest piece. He forms the lower waist, which I'll show in a minute. But I'll give you a comparison to Classics Red Alert over here. Or is it Generations Red Alert? I can't remember. They always change the name of it. Or maybe Universe. But, you know, compared to an average Classics figure, this is how tall he stands. This is how stand he talls, you know. And here he is next to the G1 long haul. So, see that? You know, I think the face sculpt is very cool. That's one of the first things I looked at. And the light piping works very well. There's a G1 face right there, which is pretty tough to see, but you can see the resemblance. I think it's, you know, it's close. With the visor and the mouth guard thing, so, you know, it matches up pretty well. I think that's cool. I really like the detail that they have on these pistons right here on the side. I think that's cool. Just overall, the detail on this thing is damn awesome. And even on the arms, those stripes right there and everything. Very cool. His articulation is his head moves side to side. It doesn't really move up. Scavenger's head, you know, this one moves up very far like that. It's on this cool ball joint. You don't really get that with this one right here. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but not a big deal. His arm moves out, forward. He's got a bicep or an elbow swivel right there, and the elbow moves a lot. That's very cool. His wrists don't rotate though. He has very good waist articulation. I like how this flap can move up. And his leg articulation is very good too. These are going to be the legs of Devastator, and I like how, you know, this waist piece right here for Devastator can flap up very easily. He has a thigh rotation right there, single jointed knee. And then that's it, you know, that's his articulation. So, you know, a little bit less posable, just overall, just a little bit less I feel like I'm getting from the figure compared to Excraver. But, you know, let's turn him into his third Devastator mode. Alright, so we're going to take this back, put it down over there again, then we're going to fold up the legs, or the feet. When you fold these in, you can't let it bend at the knee. It's got to like bend over here. So I guess like for his robot mode, he actually has 2 points of articulation over there. And turn this around over here. And then get the arms basically the way they were for his robot mode. So I'm going to turn that around. Now I always have a hard time getting this tab in on one side. It's kind of bothersome. That may not be the side, but on one of those sides. Swing the arms back. So I'll swing the arms back, get everything pegged in. And then fold this down all together like that. And then that's pretty much it. That's going to form the piece that's going to make Devastator. You have to pull this up, and you can see how this area is going to all connect to hook. Then these two right here for Mixmaster and Scrapper. So I think that's going to be pretty neat. And here you can get kind of an idea how big, you know, this Devastator is going to be. So what his arm should connect like right there or something. So that's comparison to, you know, Excraver's third mode. So I like how you can move the legs forward a lot. So this Devastator will be quite posable. You know, the leg, upper thigh articulation is pretty much the same, but I like how these panels move up here in the front. And he does have a very good waist joint too. So there's going to be a lot of articulation with this Devastator figure. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Hope you like my review, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Oh, that's Shartimus. He is so awesome. But now what should I do on the internets? You go to BKBN.net! Here, let me show you, man!
Big Kids Big News is #1 source for geek news, reviews, toys, comics, movies, cartoons, video games, and more!
Next time you're done watching my videos, where are you going? BKBN.net! Where are you going? BKBN.net!
So let's get him into his robot mode. Take us away, Bumblebee.